Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the B19 public playtest from this past weekend. If you weren't aware, the devs released an update to the playtest branch last week and announced a public testing event where everyone could load up and play the next update to the game. Now before we dive in, if you don't know, I stream a lot of Squad on Twitch, at twitch.tv/MoiDawg. As an official Squad partner, oftentimes we get a lot of opportunities to stream first looks and special events, as well as playing mini viewer games with you guys throughout the week. The live streams are a lot of fun, so I hope to see you guys there. Now there's been a lot of confusion about what exactly B19 will have in it. So to clarify, all the information seen in the leaks, like the newest MEA faction and Fallujah, will not be in the next patch. Although we haven't given a timeline of when we should actually see MEA and Fallujah in the game, it is definitely not going to be B19, and I would guess it's only going to be released with 1.0, whenever that is. Now, although the official patch notes for B19 haven't been released, it looks like the majority of content in B19 will be optimization and bug fixing. But there are some really awesome changes coming that y'all should know about. The first major change to the game is body dragging. This has been a feature requested for years, and it looks like with the newest Unreal Engine upgrade, the devs have finally been able to nail it down. In order to drag, you have to crouch and press F once on a player's neck. As you crouch down, you'll now see a new hand icon on a player's body. This is where you'll need to click, and if you stand up or prone, you will drop the player. For the most part, I thought this worked really well. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll be the first to admit that I thought body dragging was going to be a gimmick. But once I had to go back to live servers and play B18, I instantly missed it. Being able to lay down some fire or smoke and then grab your teammate and pull them behind cover was amazing. It was incredibly useful, and many times where I would have had to either get killed myself trying to revive or just make the decision to leave the player out and eventually give up, I was instead able to grab them, drag them behind cover, and revive them. As you're being dragged, you can also kind of see yourself moving around through the blacked out give up screen. It's kind of weird at first, but it's really cool, and I'm hoping this feature makes it so a lot of people stop giving up and instead wait to get dragged back and picked back up. And before you ask, I did try and see if you could do funny things like dragging players off of a cliff, or in this case, the bridge on Mestia. I can't, he's hanging by his legs!
I'm taking him with him.
Are you going in? Oh no! In addition to tactically using this on your teammates, apparently you can also drag enemy bodies as well. But if the player does give up, the body disappears. Now, you can't fire while you're dragging a player, but you do hold your weapon up at an angle that helps you engage if needed. I found this hipfire extremely useful, and as much as I would like to be able to fire and drag, I can live with this current mechanic if it's how it will be in the live game. Ultimately, this is bringing a bit more teamwork back into the game, and I saw players actively trying to get covering fire and smoke down to recover downed players, which honestly is just really cool to see. Now, something that hasn't been mentioned anywhere is that the revive timer for non-medics seems to have been extended to 10 seconds. At first, I really disliked this, since I was spending what felt like an eternity reviving a player, but the more I got used to it, the more I realized it's forcing players to try and either drag a player to safety, or be a medic to revive quicker. After a round of playing with this, I think it really helps bridge the gap between players who want revives restricted to the medic class, and more casual players who like the ability to revive anyone. This 10-second timer really does force you to think twice about running out and reviving in the open, and I think encourages players to get their friendlies into a safe spot before picking them up. Apart from dragging and revives, we did get a chance to play on a couple reworked maps. Since I already covered how Mestia has been remade, I'd recommend checking out the previous video on it, since I don't want to spend too much time on it again. But I will say that I enjoyed a full game on the remade map. The towers worked well, and the new terrain I think was really good. My only complaint is that I still think that larger vehicles like Strikers or BTRs should not be included, as they can simply sit 1,000 meters off the point and snipe players with practically zero downside. In addition to Mestia, we did get a chance to play a full game on Kraken, which looks absolutely amazing. The first thing you'll notice is that the minimap has this new art style that you could see in Mestia as well. I'm hoping this is the direction they're going for all these minimaps, since it looks really clean. By looking at this, you can also see that the fields themselves between the points have completely been remade to reflect real agricultural fields. There are rows, ditches, and berms that not only make it look like a real place, but really add to the flow of the map. Kraken is kind of known for sitting on a village and then making mad dashes into them from these fields. but with this new map we are able to make pretty good attacking moves through the fields, with plenty in cover and concealment for firefights along the way. And of course, when needed, dragging people to those ditches to pick back up and keep on moving. My only gripe with the map itself is the faction balance felt completely off while playing in regards to vehicles again. I've never played this AAS layer before, but the British had 3 Bulldogs, while the Russians had 2 Scout Cars and 2 BTRs. Now, I don't know in what world 3 open-top tracked machine gun APCs versus 4 extremely mobile wheeled and enclosed gun vehicles are balanced, but it is what it is. Despite the balance, I still had a blast playing Kraken, which isn't something I've been able to say for a while. Although we don't have an exact date on when B19 will be officially released to the live servers, historically speaking, they usually drop within 10 or so days after public playtests, so I'd expect to see it within the next week or two. I had a lot of fun in the playtest, and although there weren't sweeping changes to the game, I did also get about 10 to 15 frames more than I usually get, so I'm hoping the update as a whole will help you guys get higher FPS while playing. Whenever we get the actual patch notes, I'll release a full B19 video. But until then, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more squad videos. Let me know your thoughts on the newest update in the comments below. But that's it for me. Peace. We might be able to.